Hey, thanks very much, Megan. Well, I know it may seem hard to believe, but we are slated to see more of these warm, sunny temperatures in the coming days, including tomorrow in Toronto. But I do want to highlight already what we've seen over the course of the weekend. The temperatures yesterday actually record-breaking. In the Toronto airport, 17.6 degrees, the high just yesterday, and that's breaking a daily maximum temperature record held since 1860. Records broken also in Oakville, St. Catharines, Tillsonburg, Ontario, southwest of London, Ontario, and some of these records into the mid-teens and into the upper teens, rather, for many of those communities. Today, we continue to see that ice on the inner harbor breaking up 12 degrees for your temperature with a mix of sun and cloud. It has been spectacular. I do want to highlight some of our viewers in eastern Ontario. We haven't forgotten about you. I know you guys are not there yet with the temperatures, but trust me, we're rebounding with those double digits as early as tomorrow. You may have noticed that it's not actually as warm as it was yesterday, and that's not a coincidence. We did see a cold front push through yesterday, briefly bringing down those temperatures, but also clearing up all of that persistent fog. We are already on the recovery, so the winds are back in their southerly flow. We are back in business in the next few hours for, of course, southwestern southern Ontario, and for eastern Ontario, a return to even warmer temperatures heading into tomorrow. Now, something to keep in mind, it's going to be a beautiful day come tomorrow after a quick shower in central Ontario overnight tonight. Beautiful sunshine, and you're gonna want to appreciate that because we do have the threat of severe weather by the middle of the week, including serious freezing rain risk for southern Ontario, especially into cottage country. So we'll keep you posted closer to the date on how that storm will materialize. For now, nothing to worry about, but something to enjoy. 16 degrees your high, plenty of sunshine for your Monday. Don't call in sick. Your manager will know what you're up to. Megan?
All right, thanks so much, Noor. The power is back on.
Well, as LL Cool J once said, don't call it a comeback. I've been here for, not years this time, but days. Another day of very mild temperatures gracing Ontario. What if I told you it doesn't end here? If you want to know more on how long this daydream will last, don't go anywhere. The full forecast is coming up.
We're joined on the desk now by our very own weather specialist, Noor Rafat. Noor, happy International Women's Day to you.
Happy International Women's Day to you, Megan, to all the accomplished, the courageous, the wise women that continue to inspire us every day.
Absolutely. I hope everyone's telling their loved ones.
Yes, it is certainly something to celebrate. Something else that we're celebrating, an added hour of sunlight.
Absolutely.
And that is something, of course, that's very reminiscent, very indicative of the arrival soon of summer.
Hoping so.
For some parts of Central and Eastern Canada, it may feel like summer in the coming days. The prairies cooling down. Let's take a look. Well, we are holding on to that sunshine for as long as we can, and it's something to celebrate tomorrow because by the middle of the week, we'll be looking at stormy weather with an increased risk of freezing rain for parts of southern Ontario. May not necessarily be in the GTHA, but more so for cottage country. Tomorrow, though, 16 degrees, lovely sunshine, even some clear breaks as we head into the evening and overnight hours. And what a time it's been as we've waited for these temperatures to come around. New York, areas like Minneapolis, Chicago, sharing in that warmth. A weather whiplash, though, out in the prairies. Calgary dropping 20 degrees in 24 hours, and it's been quite the adjustment for many of the community members over there, all thanks to a powerful cold front sweeping through just these past few hours. Now, we are looking at more messy weather in the forecast, as we mentioned. Not the case tomorrow. Beautiful sunny breaks expected for southwestern, southern, eastern, and central Ontario. Heading into your Tuesday, clouding over with some showers for much of the day, but really things starting to ramp up overnight and early into Wednesday morning. Take a look at this, all this pink, freezing rain, and we could see hours upon hours of that around Bancroft, Ottawa, Tweed, maybe into Kingston. A mix of rain and freezing rain could be possible for the GTHA. So the areas that are seeing the longest amounts of freezing rain will be seeing the biggest or largest ice accretion or accumulation, and that will mean a great risk of infrastructure damage, including a big risk of power outages. So again, it's still too early to say. This will be out on Wednesday, so we'll keep you posted closer to the date. For now, 16s and 13s on your map for those temperatures tomorrow. Still warm on Tuesday despite the cloud cover, 14 degrees, 11 on Wednesday with that heavy rain, and then things taking a tumble Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, closer to normal, single-digit highs with some messy weather.
Get your dog's tail wagging with the Global News Dog Walking Forecast weekdays with Ross Hull and the Canadian Bros in the morning and Anthony Farnell with Storm the Weather Dog at 6. Brought to you by Wren's Pets, your local pet experts.
An extra hour of daylight, and GTA residents certainly got a chance to enjoy it with beautiful conditions outside today. For more, let's check in with weather specialist Noor Rafat. Noor, how long will this warm and sunny daydream last?
Hey, thanks very much, Megan. Well, if we're talking about warmth specifically, we have the next 3 days to take all of that in. But if we're talking about sunshine, then tomorrow is your last chance before things change. And I'll tell you why in just a moment. It is still 9 degrees out there outside the Toronto airport. Our highs today were incredible, but let's talk about our highs yesterday for a second, which were spectacular, so much so that they were record-breaking. The Toronto airport marking 17.6 degrees, breaking our daily max temperature record held since 1860. Oakville, St. Catharines, Tillsonburg, Ontario, southwest of London, Ontario, also breaking temperature records with highs into the upper teens yesterday. Today, you might have noticed that we didn't get as mild or as warm, and that is not a coincidence. We did see a cold front move through briefly yesterday evening that brought those temperatures down slightly, but it did help clear all of that stubborn fog. So it was much needed in the area. It did, of course, mean that we didn't see as warm of temperatures, but we are back on the rebound as early as tonight. So things are working out well. The warm weather is, or the warm air is back in circulation, and it will continue to push through heading into your day tomorrow for climbing temperatures once again. Something else to celebrate will be the sunshine that will extend into your day tomorrow. So brief periods of showers around central Ontario into the overnight. By tomorrow, lots and lots of sunny breaks for southwestern, southern, and eastern Ontario, and you're going to want to enjoy this because by the middle of the week, Wednesday specifically, we are looking at some stormy systems moving in that could bring dangerous amounts of freezing rain in parts of southern Ontario, especially for cottage country. So we'll keep you posted in the full forecast. For now, lots and lots to celebrate tomorrow. 16 degrees for your high with plenty of sunshine in Toronto and some clear breaks in the evening. Megan?
All right, thanks so much, Noor. Hundreds of... We're joined on the desk now by our weather specialist, Noor Rafat. Noor, happy International Women's Day to you.
So happy to celebrate International Women's Day with you, Megan, with all the beautiful, courageous, wise women in our lives as well.
Yeah, I hope everyone at home is telling their loved ones that as well today. And we've got some good weather, too, that lasted through our weekend.
Yes, it was very much spring-like temperatures for many across the country. We are seeing some shifts. For those in central and eastern Canada, the warmth continues into the coming days, even some sunshine. But for those closer to the prairies, you're already starting to notice things get colder in the next few days. Let's take a look. Expect your double-digit highs to continue for Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday in the GTHA. But if you're hoping for double digits along with some sunshine, tomorrow will be your best bet to enjoy that, because by Tuesday we're going to start to see cloud cover moving in. Wednesday, some stormy and slippery and slick and messy conditions expected. Lovely conditions out there in large parts of Ontario today, even into parts of Quebec on and off. As we saw, that low pressure system that we were dealing with earlier in the weekend move out of northeastern USA and central Canada, that we are expecting dry conditions, as we mentioned, for southwestern, southern, and eastern Ontario come tomorrow. And then as we head into Tuesday, that's when we start to cloud over. Shower activity for much of your day on and off across large parts of the province. Things really start to ramp up late into Tuesday evening and overnight into Wednesday. Take a look at this system. You've got snow, you've got rain, and you've got freezing rain. And the unfortunate part about this system is that it will bring extended hours of freezing rain. In some areas closer to Quebec, probably 24 hours of freezing rain could be possible. Ice secretion near 30 millimeters could be possible out towards that side. So it's still hard to say how much cottage country is going to see, but it does look like that's where the freezing rain could be headed, at least for now, considering the track of this system. A mix of rain and freezing rain for the GTHA throughout the course of your day. So depending on how the system shapes up, it does look like it will be quite the messy scene out there early Wednesday morning through the afternoon, especially with those continuous conditions, and then as we head into Thursday, you'll really notice the shift in those temperatures. 16 degrees in Niagara Falls tomorrow, 16 in Hamilton, 16 in Guelph, a popular number in Collingwood as well. 13 for your Tuesday, 10 degrees on Wednesday with that messy weather, and we're down to +1 on Thursday. It will be quite the adjustment Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Seasonal temperatures, yes, but not as warm as what we'd like.